All right, everybody, welcome in. Players started early. Didn't let me know they were starting, so didn't get all my stuff done. Welcome in to the 24th annual Western BCA 8-Ball Championships, being brought to you by the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. Adding There's $50,000 total added to this event. A lot of that by the Chinook Winds. Thank you, Chinook Winds, for everything that you do for the Western BCA and the pool community here. And cheapcues.com. Use coupon code Railbirds and get 10% off on most cues, cases, and accessories. This does not apply to predator or poison products. I'll go over our rules and our other sponsors in between the next game. This is a B-side match. Race to 5. I am your host, Jerry Ross, Railbirds Productions. Thanks for joining me. Well, let's sit back and enjoy the show. At the table, you have Chris Rodriguez. His opponent is Mike Cronk. Sorry, DJ, I cannot see that far down, and I am here by myself, so it is impossible for me to go check scores for you all right now. I am able to see Daniel's score because it's right next to the table here. All right, Mike to the table. And if you're here in Lincoln City and you're happen to be playing on table 9 or 10, please make sure that the streamers are ready for you before you start your match. Would be greatly appreciated. All right, Mike's wasting no time here, getting busy clearing these balls from the table. Let's shoot this 15 up in the corner. From there, he probably come out to this 11 ball. Oh, he's missed it and broke up Chris's problem there on the table. Let's see what this table is looking like here. Chris has got a clear shot on this 2 ball. He's got angle that's going to be working towards the 6. So I think I would just slide off of this, shoot the 6 in the side or the 1 in the side, depending on how high up you get there. Might even go to the 1 because of the problems that 15 causes. And that is what he is doing. That's very nice speed there. Looks like a little bit of angle might be working into the 5. That's okay. Just let the 5 bump. Let the cue ball bump the 5. You can shoot the 5. Then you can shoot the 6. Go down for the 7. You're going to be bumping the high side of the 5 ball here. Oh, he was bumping the other side of it. Okay. Well, he can now shoot this. Shoot the 6 ball. He can either go up table or into the side pocket with it, whichever he's more comfortable with. All right, looks like he is cutting the 6 into the side and going to try and drag to that other side rail, maybe for a shot on the 5. Depending on the speed he hits this with here, he could be going to the side rail and then down to the end rail for the 7. Yep. And the B side of the Platinum division is less one game than the A side because of the amount of table time that it takes to play matches. Robbie, there are, I think, 7 different divisions. The lowest would be our Bronze 2, then Bronze 1, and then Silver 2, Silver 1, Gold, Platinum, and then Elite. So you were looking at the second highest division here. Nice shot. Chris calling the 8 in the corner. Game number 1 done. All right, let's go over those rules. We are playing some CSI Rules 8 ball. It is alternate break. Rack your own. It's always open after the break, regardless of what you have made. 8 on the break is not a win or a loss. It is an option to either spot or re-rack. It is call ball in pocket. Doesn't matter how it gets there. As long as it falls in the hole, you called it in. And the magic rack is optional. But if you choose to elect to use one, you must allow your opponent to use it if they would like to as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. While you're there, ring that bell so that you get notified when we go live or upload the rest of our Derby City videos. Thanks for being here.
Players, if you have a score sheet and your table is available and your opponent is not there, we're going to want you to step into the playing area, the aisle between the tables, and put your stick in the air. Then the referee will come to you and
Will,
assist
I
you.
can get that on you,
Please do
on
not
there
bark,
for you.
whistle,
And make
snap
sure
your
I got
fingers,
the
or
right
shout
one
ref,
going there.
as you may get a ref, but they will not be happy when they get there.
I cannot leave
Please
it on
put your
here
stick in the
100%
air,
of the
they'll come
time,
to
but
you.
get it there for you for a little bit. This is actually one of my favorite angles anyhow, other than that LittmanLights.com overhead view that we have. Get lit, man. And the score over there is now 4 to 6. And who is he playing? What's the guy's name? Daniel, and who was that? Sonny?
Randy Orstrom, table 12. You are on the clock. Randy Orstrom, table 12.
Turbo draw. No, the 8 is never neutral in in CSI rules. You can use it in the middle of a combination, but you may not strike it first on an open table. All right, got Mike at the table. Looks like he is shooting stripeds, cutting this, cutting the 13 into the corner past the 8. Come down table for this 11 ball. He does not want that to bounce up behind the 3. Oh, just barely off of it. And I can't tell if it's got him hooked. I think he can still shoot this this 11 ball here. All right, just had a little visit here from Miss Sophia Tran. You will see her walking around the room with those cues that are being given away. Don't forget to swipe your Players Club card every day. 3 cues given away. And it looks like Daniel just lost over there on that other table, Will. Sorry, I got away from the camera for a little bit because Sophia was here talking to me about the cues. Bollocks, you are watching table number 9. Table 30 is way the other side of the room from here. All of the table numbers are on the lights above the table, so that's why you can't see any of them. But yeah, this feature table is table 9. Our bonus coverage is table number 10. So if you're looking at the brackets, want to know if your people are going to be playing over here, those are the numbers to look for. Oh, and I was going to play those other sponsors real quick between games and didn't get that done. See what happens when my other half isn't here.
David Matchka, table 77, you are on the clock. David Matchka, table 77.
And that appears to be Cedric Sloan practicing up 2 tables down. And Matt Horner on the next table beyond that. But on this table here, we have Chris at the table shooting solids.
I don't know how else to ask you. Please circle the winner. I need to know who won the match on table 5 between
Nice shot
Dave
there,
and
and a little bitty
you
shot, but
always know how to circle the winner.
he's got nice angle here on this 4 ball.
Can I get somebody back from table 5 to let me know who won? Don't let this happen to you. You don't want to hear your name. Circle the winner.
Okay. Got a good line on the 7, be able to go forward for the 5 because it does not appear that the 5 passes and passes the 9. Yeah, no, you have to be here for winning those cues. It is swipe your player's club card when you walk in the door, the casino card. There are kiosks as you come in the main entrance for the pool room here. So you can swipe it every day. Tomorrow, the BK Rush, I think, is going to be given away. And then on Saturday, there is a custom peach hour and a Lucasi Lux. And the peach hour also comes with a case. And I believe their version of the Revo. I think Chris may overrun this just a smidge here. That 9 ball's in play now, and he does not like that at all. I think you just got to go forward, take your lumps, have the cue ball come off the 9 a little bit, and just roll it so that you're going to stay low. You're going to stay high of the 1 so that you can shoot it up table, shoot it down table. The foot of the table is where where you rack at. Stay up, stay up. All right, he's got a shot. Little bit of a back cut, but the cue ball is going to be sliding. It's going to be heading towards this bottom rail on your screen. He needs to get it between all of those stripes to get a shot on the 6. So this center ball with some left-hand English to slide over there. If you draw it, you're going to be running into the 10, 14, or even possibly scratch off of them in the side pocket. This is just a center ball hit. Oh, and he has cut the ball to the end rail. And so you guys know, this is a B-side match. The loser of this match is eliminated to the tournament. So it seems like they're playing a little bit tight, or maybe a little bit of jitters, missing some balls that maybe you wouldn't or don't think you would. That would be the reason.
The tournament desk is looking for Charlie Watrous and Stephen Fredette. You're the lucky winners of the one and only table available for
Yep.
reassignment. Charlie Watrous, Steve Fredette.
Right. Chris back to the table. Not a whole lot to shoot at. Mike's done a nice job of hooking him from the 6 ball here. Oh, can he see it? Let me. Nope. He is totally hooked, as you can see here. You have to kick one rail at it. It's kind of hard to hit it full. Anything he does here is, just hoping for something to tie up or end up good for him. Sunny one on the other table, Dan. Well, he's just going to move this 11 up table. Trying to make the run out harder. Now you've not only got to take care of a trouble ball, but you've got to get back down table too. And the 12 ball, even with ball in hand, does not have a pocket. So I like that shot there. Just a little simple intentional foul, making the run out harder. And taking away a breakout ball as well. You're welcome, Dan. Yeah, the score on that table was 6-4 in favor of Sunny. Mike is working through this rack quite nicely here. I like sliding off of this straight at it. That's a nice line. Just a little bit below center. Slide your cue ball right up towards the 12. Just like so. Got himself pretty straight in here on this 12. Just draw it back a couple inches for the 8 in the other corner. And he just elected a stop shot. He's perfectly fine with that. Didn't want to take any chance of that ball rattling. Maybe he's been watching and seeing how many have been rattling in these holes. All right, 2-1, Mike Cronk. Go over these other sponsors for you. Our stream sponsors, Matchroom Multisport, McDermott Cubes, Rose City Billiards Club, one of our pool leagues, Jam Up Apparel, Players Club Limited, another one of the league umbrellas out here, Soundview Bar and Grill, one of the places you can play league here, Hustlin' Clothing Company, Bigglebox, everything pool related, Savage Billiard Apparel, one of our new vendors here. If you like what we're doing here, want to show your support for us and for pool and this tournament, be sure to patronize those vendors and sponsors. And if you guys, if your video quality is coming through not the best, we are streaming out in HD. Go click on that settings button and check what you are receiving it at, what you're playing it at. YouTube will a lot of times automatically downgrade your player just to save bandwidth. So go check what you're watching it at. All right, well, with solids here, I think if I'm Mike, I might. He's going to shoot the 5, maybe draw back just a little bit for this 2 ball in the side pocket. Nope, he's going to roll forward. Got it. It looks like the 1 goes. 7 ball. Don't know if the 7 ball passes the 8 in the corner. We're going to go take a look at a little gander at that. It looks like it's got a little more than half the pocket to me, maybe 3/4 of it. I, for some reason, have got a severe tickle in my throat this morning. Sorry I have to keep going dark on y'all. Okay. Guess Mike has got just enough room to shoot that 2 in, and he did. Deposited. He's got a line on the 7 if you should want to play it right now. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's just got the tiniest bit of angle here on this 1 ball, and he's got to get either to the 7 or the 3 next. He may just elect to stop the ball right there if he can see the 7 from right there. Just shoot and stop. Oh, he's pounding out. Now, does he have the angle on the 7 to go? Man, I don't think he can go forward. I don't even know if he... Gosh, it looks like he's got just enough room to be able to pocket this ball. But getting the 3, if the 3 passes down into this lower right-hand corner, I like just rolling this 7 in and getting on the back side of the 3. Does not appear to me that it passes into the side pocket by the 9, but it possibly could. See if that side view shows that. And how you guys like our Littman lights overhead view? Yeah, he's going for the backside just up in the corner. Thank you, Mike Littman, for coming up with these amazing lights. That's the difference in the color from table to table here. This one is lit up by a Littman light. All the other tables are your regular diamond lights. These run cooler, use less electricity, less energy, whatever you want to call it. And they look really cool too. And they are about the same size and shape as the diamond lights that come with these tables, or that you can buy with these tables. I'm pretty sure they're an extra. That they cost extra. They don't just give them to you. Okay, guys, I got another match over there that I have got to go get names and stuff for. I will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stay with me. All right, I'm back. I hope y'all were behaving yourselves. Okay, now I got to go give them back their score sheet. All right, we are set. Good to go. And back to the feature match here. Got Mike at the table. And apparently shooting solid. He's back cutting the 6 ball. It's a nice shot. Looks like the 3 ball's got a nice little window there. These guys are starting to catch their groove here. Bounce out. Very nice shot. Hey guys, is this a break and run or something? Let's see, there's 1, 2, and out for the hill. Mike Cronk doing work, getting it done. Here you can see Chris is wearing Jam Up Apparel, one of our vendors and stream sponsors. Go check out their website, see what they got going on. That Savage Billiards Apparel website will be up the 1st of the month. And say thank you. If you can't, not everybody can afford to go buy stuff. Just share their stuff. That helps them out as well. Wow, that table sprung a leak. Look at this. Nice break. Get out of there, cue ball. All right. Nice break by Chris. Let's see what things look like here. Well, with that 7-13, I like shooting stripes. Kind of got to shoot it right now in case you make contact with the 7 first. It is not a foul here. It's the only time it is not a foul if he can shoot it. But with that cue ball up in the corner here, I don't think he can. I was looking at the stripe on the rail thinking that was the cue ball, but no, it is up in the corner. So Chris is probably going to have to take solids even though he really doesn't want to. All right. Ball in, deposited. And wow, that was just not nice at all. Here he might want to play this little ticky on the, if he doesn't have a shot, like where if the 2 doesn't pass, does not look like he can see the 4, the 1 isn't a viable shot. He may have to end up just taking his lumps here, just barely touch the 7. Actually, play the 7 at the 13. Hopefully the 7 will take the pocket away from the 15 ball. That's what I would try to do here, thinning the 7 at the 13. And that looks like what Mike's doing. He may even come off the end rail and do it, but that does not guarantee that you pocket this ball. Valent, I will have Kevin go over that when he gets here. I do not have that information. But you can go to litmanlights.com right there on your screen. And all of that information is available on Mike's website. He's just going with the little touch there. And yeah, I got a feeling Mike's going to make him pay for this. This could be the end of the match here. Yeah, the camera, that upper camera, because it's mounted in the lights, which has the score beads attached to the top of it. When they mark their score, it sways the light a little bit, which makes the camera sway. It's not a real expensive camera where it has that stability control in it. Oh, and I am really surprised that he missed that ball there. I mean, it was a tough shot. Anytime you're shooting past both points of the side pocket, it is not easy. All right, Chris got a cut on the 7 ball here. That little bitty shot, just accepting that there was nothing left for him, and just do everything he could the only thing that he really could to try to keep himself in the game and in the match. Coming back out. I think he was trying to get on that 1 ball up in the corner and overrolled his shape just a little bit. He needs to get rid of the 3 because it is blocking the pocket for the 2. So use the 3 to try to get back out to that 1. The 2 does go to this lower left-hand corner on your screen. Yeah, he's good on this 1 ball now. He needs to get just a tiny bit of angle on the 2 ball, or even dead straight in, so that he can stop it or move forward just an inch or 2 of where the 2 ball is to shoot the 4 up in the corner, because you want to be fairly straight. If anything, you want to be out more towards the center of the table on the 4 ball, because then you could still use the side rail to go with the 8. It's got to be real careful, the speed here. As fast as table's running, I like just rolling this ball in. Well, it's got that bad angle here, but might be able to slide between the 12-9. Or he could intentionally draw into the 9 and let the 9 hold the cue ball there for a little bit tougher shot on the 8 ball than he would like, but still at the table and in control. He's bumped that 8 down to the end rail. This is did hit the 9, but the cue ball went forward more than he was wanting or thinking it was going to. I think he may still attempt the cut on this ball here. It is not easy, but he could even, what about maybe bank this at the 9 at the side pocket. The 9 pushes into the 14 or the 15, making it a little bit ugly. I think that might be what I would do here, is play this in the side pocket. All right, well, here we go. Mike's got a nice shot here on this 9. He's got angle where the cue ball is going to, be moving away from the 15 a little bit. So he's got all kinds of room here to play shape. Jay, Hager, you are quite welcome for the stream. And he's going to start with the 12 ball. I am surprised he started with that ball. And I thought he was going to get some love there and leave him on the back of the 12. Oh,
Okay, folks,
this isn't easy.
please remember to turn your cell phones
This
off.
is still a thin cut. It doesn't have to move as far as last time, and with it being off the rail, it's a little bit easier. Alex, it might be on your end. Is anybody else having problems with the image being not clear? Center of the hole. There we go. Chris still in the hunt. Alex, you may need to do what we just had. Go click on that settings icon on your browser that you're watching out of if you're on your phone, and check at what quality you are receiving it. Because we are going out in HD. All right, ball down, but this isn't a funny table. There is nothing nice going on this table here. Can't get you that overhead yet as the camera is still swaying. Okay. Was elected to take stripes. See if that camera is stopped yet so I can get you guys that overhead. It is mostly stopped. Okay. Is he going to try and slide into this and break up? Nope, he didn't. I thought he might slide into that and try and move that 8-10 right away, but he has not. Draw right out of there. Oh, he got a hold of every bit of that one. A little bit long here, but I think I like shooting the 9 ball here and letting this cue ball go into this 8-10, 8 ball or 10. Want to run into the 10, pushing the 10 over to the side rail so it goes past just like so. Very nice shot there, Mike. This guy's feeling it. He wants it. I like the 10 ball for my key ball for the 8. Oops, that wasn't the one I wanted to give you. That is 60 inches above the table. It is about a whole foot higher than what you need for the other light so that we can get the whole table in there, and it's the perfect angle for reducing the fisheye lens kind of thing that you would normally get from a GoPro. Did some research and found that the 60 inches was the magic number here. Oh no, he kind of stroked that one kind of quick there. Think, that adrenaline running a little bit, and yeah, that adrenaline going. You're seeing the end of the match before the match is actually, before you're done there. So, yeah, celebrate when you're done after you've made all the balls. I'm guilty of it myself, thinking, no, I've got the win here, and take something for granted, and then next thing you know, the other guys at the table pull God to say, well, you didn't want it. We're going to give this one to him. We tried to let you have it. Yeah, I'd like to find a way to be able to pocket this 14 and hook Mike on the. Absolutely, I would love for you to sit in here with me, mister.
Or not.
You can hear it come through. There you
wow,
go.
That's
I
loud.
got a special guest commentator here for y'all, Mr. John J.D. Doherty.
Yeah, special is bright.
Well, you're special to me, so.
Yeah, well, I'm out of the tournament. They knocked me out twice. You got to run out when you're supposed to run out. If you don't understand that, well,
Yeah,
you're probably not winning many matches.
Yeah, it's one of the things that you taught me. You got to beat the ones you're supposed to and get some of the ones you ain't.
Yeah, that's a fact. You do remember all that stuff.
Hey,
don't
I
you?
do. I didn't pay for it to forget it.
Yeah, you got to beat the ones you're supposed to, and if you can get a few more that play a little better than you, then you're doing your job. Do we have any listeners, or are we just talking to ourselves right now?
We are not talking to ourselves. We have about 340 people out there listening to us right now.
340 people who have nothing better to do. Okay.
Yeah, they heard you were coming in, so they were all waiting.
Okay, okay. The number's growing. Okay, there's one more. I'm just kidding. What match are we watching here? Is this a TV match?
This one here is the one we are commentating on. That one is just being recorded on the other table.
Okay. I don't have my glasses. I see
okay.
Rodriguez and Crank.
Cronk.
Cronk.
We've got Chris.
Okay.
Chris is at the table right now wearing the orange jam up shirt.
And now is that the elite group too?
This is Platinum.
Oh, Platinum.
Yep,
okay.
it is the B side of the Platinum division, so the one that was just under you.
Now, how do you choose who plays on that table, or does it choose themselves?
That is all done by Bad Boys. The computer it randomly puts in all of the table numbers, all of they pick how the time between matches and stuff, and the computer automatically does it.
Okay.
We can go over and request matches and stuff like that.
Okay.
From them.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah,
okay.
I actually had them. Very few people come up and say, "Hey, can you get me on there?" And if somebody does that, I'm going to do everything I can to get them on the stream.
If they want to be on
yeah,
there.
absolutely.
I can appreciate that. Yeah.
Because it doesn't have. I think I've had it 3 or 4 times. Somebody saying, "Hey, can you get me on the stream?" And I have made it happen every time.
Well, and to me, it doesn't matter whether I play on it or not. But I know to some people that's a big deal. You know,
Look at this shot. Oh.
They almost trimmed it.
I thought that line was good. Sorry, guys, I had you on the wrong angle there. And
yeah. And if he would have trimmed that, he'd have left a long, tough shot for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Ball in hand.
Ball in hand. You got to start with this one ball.
Deadly. Yeah, you got to get rid of the one for sure. Or at least shoot something and bump the 8. But yeah, why wouldn't you just get rid of the 1 first? That's right. Yeah.
So guys, this is where my chasing shape comes from. I know you've all heard me say it a million times, but that's another one of the JD-isms.
Yeah, I've forgotten most of that stuff, but she's the one that keeps the memory going. Bless her heart.
Oh
He
no.
hung it up.
Oh no. Yeah.
That's the only thing that bad could have happened there. He kind of two-stroked it. He kind of got up and made it look like a hanger, but that's that 5-degree angle that's a little tight going down that rail that
Yeah. Well, and the 8 ball's
requires
in
a
your way a
little,
little bit there,
yeah,
hampering your
little,
bridge. You're jacked up kind of because
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Can masse the ball a little bit, even though you're not trying to with that jacked up angle.
Yeah, it's not a shot to be taken for granted, that's for sure. And it looks like he sold dead out, so it's probably over here. Does that ball look like it goes past? I'm not even sure. You know, they got all the colors. The light green one, is that the 7 ball? Does it go past the 7 ball?
It appears that it does go past the 7
Okay.
in the corner. I mean, these are 4.5-inch
Oh,
pockets.
look what he did there.
Oh my, he was trying to get up there behind it, I think, or something.
Well, it looked like he was trying to knock it off the rail, like it doesn't go past that 7 ball. But
Yeah, because the 8 is off the rail just a tiny bit. Let me get you this other angle here.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the table, and it looks
Yeah.
like it's a little tight, but I think you had to try to squeeze it by there because it's set for that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it does go by there because there's plenty of room.
Yeah, the 7 ball is out kind of the way it's by the point, but part of the ball is even. He's banking it in.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
He didn't think it. Now he's left it in the absolute worst place he could have left it.
Yeah, so easy to play you safe here.
Yeah. Now you probably just make the 1 ball and call safe and let the guy take a swat at it again.
Yeah, because now he can, it doesn't even kick in.
See, he's going to try to run the balls from here, and I think you ought to get a ball in hand for them balls down table, personally, but because you can. I mean, once you miss the 8 ball and leave it on the rail somewhere, like right there, you're probably not going to win the game. I'm surprised he's going to try to run these balls, but you can if you want to. You can but there would be nothing better than a ball in hand on that. What ball is that? The 3 ball?
The 3 ball is the one right here by the 8. We've got the 2, the 3, the 7, and the 8.
So he's chosen to try to run them out. Let's see if he made the right move or not, you know.
Yeah, well, now that you started it, you got to, because you're clearing,
Yeah.
the balls down table or where you play safe from.
Yeah, that's right.
And
If he tries to cut that 7 ball in and go down table, now the guy might actually kick that 8 in that corner pocket or something. So
well, so
he's probably made he made a decision. You can never say it's the wrong decision if he ends up winning the game. But
yeah, he just needs to be sure that he comes up high of the 3 here, so that he can cut the 2. And if you're coming up high of the 3, you're not leaving the guy a shot. If you try to go back up and down table to get to the 3 next, you don't make it or something. Now you've sold out the 8 and the match.
Yeah, it's not time to try to run the balls at this point, I don't think.
He could even call safe here, pocket the 7, and let the cue ball go. I wouldn't want to go all the way down table with it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Everybody looks at the what they're going to do differently. It's interesting to see what he's going to do here. It looks like he's playing safe, but what's he going to do? How's he going to do it? That's the question. He's going to pocket the ball, it looks like, and go up table.
Yeah, he's playing safe.
See, now this is where, if the guy makes some sort of miraculous kick at this and makes it just, even if it just blocks the pocket, if he gets it in front of the pocket, then the 3 don't go in there. Well, let's see what he does.
Let's get the overhead view so we can get a nice
Just because
nice look
I act
at
like I know what the right thing to do is, it doesn't make it always right. Everyone gets to play the game the way they like, and that's the beauty of the game. You get to use your own imagination.
How much 8 ball do you actually play?
Back in the day, I used to play a lot of 8 ball, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
And these 7-footers are somewhat new to me. My wife actually got one of these things now, and I have some balls on it, and they kind of wear me out, to be honest with you. They're not really exciting to me. But now that I keep getting beat on them, I keep thinking, well, maybe I should play more on them.
Yeah, and 8 ball is actually a pretty difficult game when you're putting 15 balls on a 7-foot table. That's no good.
It's a top-notch game,
Yeah.
especially at a high level. I watched some of those videos with Shane Van Boney and or Colo and guys like that, and you can tell it's high-speed pool. 8 ball is a very, very tough game.
Yeah, well, there's one of
Very tough game.
Rodney Morris and Scott Frost playing the bar table championship I think it was 2017, it might have been 18.
Okay.
And with alternate break. it goes about 11 innings. Rodney breaks, breaks, doesn't make a ball. Scott misses, he runs out. Scott breaks, doesn't make a ball. Rodney runs out. Rodney breaks, runs out.
Yeah.
And it was like that the entire match, and he skunks him 9-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
A great 8 ball. If you want to see some picture perfect 8 ball on the bar box, that
Yeah.
would be my suggestion.
And that was Scott Frost
And Rodney.
and Rodney Morris.
Yep.
Okay. And who won that match?
Rodney skunked him 9-0.
Rodney
With,
did.
I mean, it,
Okay.
it,
That's
it
hard to do on alternate breaks.
alternate
for sure.
break with two high caliber players.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, you might not ever see that again, to be honest
no.
with you. That's hard to visualize that, especially Scott runs out real good too. So something must have really went haywire.
Yeah, it was mostly his break. There was
Okay.
a couple where he had, like, I think 2 games where he actually had a shot other than breaking. And so yeah, it went like 11 innings for 9 games alternate break, and I mean that's just unfathomable to me.
Well, the other thing about playing on these little tables, and I've got a decent break, but you definitely have to have a break where you can depend on making a ball.
Yes.
So you got to figure it out. You got to watch some videos. You got to see what they're doing and try to imitate. Those guys know what they're doing with them breaks.
Oh yeah.
So I recommend trying to do what they do and trying to figure it out and rack them the right way and try to hit the ball the right speed, because speed seems to be a big deal. And they make a ball every time they break for a reason. They're not just swatting at the balls.
No.
They're setting them up just right. They got that magic rack just right.
And they hit 1,000 breaks.
and
They don't just break the balls and then
exactly.
run out. They break,
Yeah.
they re-rack, they break, they re-rack.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. They're not just hitting the balls.
Yeah, nope. And
It's awesome to watch. I actually watched Dennis Orcolo. He came to Auburn and he played this tournament. And, Stan Trango actually put him on the B side. But then he came through, and now it was him and Stan to play the finals. And it was 10 ball. No, it was a 9 ball tournament. Anyway, to make a long story short, he run a 9 the first set he has to double dip Stan Trango. He run a 9 because he racked the balls, and it was winner's break. And the wing ball kept going in every time. He wasn't hardly hitting it at all. You can see there was some pattern racking going on there, and the 4 came to the same spot, and blah, blah, blah. To make a long story short, he run 9, so now they got to play the second set. He run an 8 and then played a safe, and it was over. The guy runs 17 racks.
wow.
And that was a hell of a show. I was glued to it. I was mesmerized by. But then what I realized is, I'm not going to say that I could have run the same 18 or 17 racks, but the way they laid, I'd have a good chance to run way more than I would if I break the balls.
Yeah.
Because they just laid the same every single rack. It was
and
almost looked like cheating, but it's not, because you rack your own. So you rack your own however you want, I guess. But I think some places they don't let you pattern rack. They don't let you put the 2 and the 4 and everything right where
pattern
you want
racking
it,
is now illegal thanks to
and it should be.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But that's, if you want to learn a lot about breaking, Corey Duell is one guy that he does, works on that, because when you're at that level, the break is the biggest shot of the game.
I'll tell you the funny thing about Corey Duell. The first time I actually got to realize, basically we were playing some $500 one pocket, and he actually racked the balls, and he cracked that rack and tried to make the corner ball. Now, the fact that he cracked the rack and tried to make the corner ball means he knows he can make that corner ball.
Yeah.
And it rattled, and it stayed there, and in the first game didn't go good for him. But the fact that he even shot that break that way told me that he knows he can make that corner ball.
Yeah.
And we were playing one pocket, and he was cracking that rack. It made me nervous. I'm like, this guy's going to run out after the break, because if that ball didn't hang up, he was definitely going to run the balls.
Well, and that's what, like Derby City, they've put it where the 9 ball now goes on the spot when you rack. They've got the 3-point rule on the break, where it's a combination of 3 balls either pocketed or past the head string.
Yeah.
And it takes away that soft, controlled break, which is one thing Corey was known for. He got known for really well. So we've got a question. Somebody wants to know what you think of the Revo shaft.
Because they saw me use one. Well, I've only had it about a month, and I didn't think I would ever spend $500 for a shaft, to be honest with you. But my wife is a little more likely to to get me something just because she loves me, and so that's why I have it. I did want that. I was going to get another Predator shaft. A Predator 3 is what I played with, and to be honest with you, they play about the same. There's not much deflection in either one of them, but I do think the Revo shaft is. Well, am I getting a check for this? Because they're probably going to sell like 3,000 of them things when I tell everybody. I think they're great. You know, they're a great shaft, and forget me. I mean, all you got to do is look at all the other good players, and
Yeah.
and everybody's getting them.
They're all using them, whether it's the Revo, the Synergy, or whatever company, because everybody's making them
Yeah,
now.
everybody's making
It's
them
not,
now.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's not just Predator making them anymore. Q-Tech's got one. Peshower is coming out. It has come out with
Okay,
one
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of companies are jumping on this bandwagon of the super low deflection, indestructibles. But even though I've seen one split in half on Facebook.
Well, one of our local boys, Sean Lewis,
Uh-huh.
he's a nice kid. He let me hit a few balls with his, and I thought, well, man, I like that. It's different, but it didn't take. All I had to do is pick it up and the ball started dropping in the pocket because it deflected the same way my Predator 3 was, and so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And now just yesterday I gave him a fistful of money. I don't know if it was $600-700. I'm gonna get one of those break cues too, because I think they break the balls better
Yeah.
too, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah, no,
So
a lot of people are going to that,
know.
and it's the same kind of shaft, only from what I'm told, it has something in it that keeps that reverb from coming down into your hand
Yeah.
from the
okay.
break.
Now I come from that old school where when guys talk about that stuff and they really like something, that they'd say it more along the lines of, well, having one of those is kind of like cheating, and really what that means is it's easier to play pool with. But the reason why it's not really cheating is because you can go get one yourself if you want to, and they are easier to play pool
Yep.
with. They're
Well, here's another
know.
one of your old sayings, except you always said it's the Indian, not the arrow. DJ says it's the Indian, not the error.
he says what?
It's the Indian, not the error. Maybe he meant to put in arrow, but yeah, that was another thing that JD used to tell me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile,
if
we've
you,
got.
If you can rob a guy, you could probably rob him with any cue. But if it's a tough game, maybe you better have the best equipment. That's just the way that works. But I think they're great. Yeah, they're really good. And
Uh-oh. Mike's got a little bit funny here.
yeah. Well, is this that same game? No.
This is we're
No,
at 4-3.
this is the next game. Yeah, I was thinking this can't be that same game.
Yeah.
They've actually played this game a lot faster than the last one. Yeah.
And that the Indian, not the arrow. I mean, if you missed a shot, you did. Did he call that billiard? That was a nice shot if he did.
That was a great shot. Yeah. And that's his imagination. That's the beauty of pool. You get to choose to do that. He could have played safe and just hit it softer and got behind that ball and protected it, but he decided he thought he looked like a wizard. He went ahead and knocked it on in there.
Yep. Yeah,
And now he's got a little funny on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
He's close.
It looks like it may go up in the corner.
It
past
does
the
go
8,
in the
though,
corner,
right?
but guys get nervous and double hit this ball. It seems wrong to have to call a referee, but if you listen for the click, well, it looked like he hit it good to me.
Oh, he hit that straight in.
Most guys, they might even jack up and shoot down on the ball just because it's easy to double hit that ball if you get nervous,
Yep. 8-ball center of the hole.
Yeah.
Mike Cronk, your victor.
Uh-oh, look at that. That got a little closer.
My goodness.
That was exciting anyway.
Ooh.
For all you fans watching on
Yeah.
the video here, that was closer. I'll bet you he didn't want it that close, that's for sure.
Oh, no, not all. And that does eliminate Chris Rodriguez from the tournament.
Okay.
And should leave him eligible for the second chance. Thank you so much
Okay.
for coming and sitting up here. Wasn't that long, but
yeah, well,
I always love chatting with you.
it was I appreciate that. I do too. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, you're back on your own again.
All right. We'll be back shortly with another match. Should be scheduled at 1:30. Thanks, JD.
I was just going to ask how often you actually. So you don't have to sit here all day long.
No, it's every hour and a half
Yeah.
they're scheduled at.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
thanks everybody. Thank you, and
Yeah.
we'll be back shortly with
All
another
right.
match. Stay tuned.
Play good, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.